Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you're new, we are the Wawerus and we are all about living life and changing lives. Yeah, so today, guys, let me tell you something. Just backstory. Today is the first time we are actually doing an intentional collaboration with YouTubers like us. So, as you may see, no, wait first. Let me first say something. I want to make something clear. Usiniaibishe. Sawa. So anyway, I want to introduce our couples because let me tell you, this is something so dear to me. I am really requesting you first, before you even finish watching this video, go to their channel and understand what they do so that you can know why we decided to choose them. Out of their million of YouTubers who are there, these ones stood out for us. And so I want them to introduce themselves, tell us about their channels, what they do before we start this video.
Yes, I'm the Wawero.
No one told you to introduce yourself.
She's my couple.
Oh. Yeah, okay, so please take the stage.
Okay. So my name is Eve and this is
Evans.
And so we are the Eve and Ventures. Yeah, so and for our YouTube channel, we are just about couples, doing some plans, traveling and just exploring about marriage and couples. Yeah, mko karibu sana.
So hi guys, how are you? My name is Lady Heart Shepherd, and we have a YouTube channel together with my husband, the Shepherd's Family, everywhere on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Go and subscribe. We do everything to do with marriage. Like we keep it raw, real, and simple the way you love it. My name is Lady Heart.
Hi guys. I just wanted to speak like you.
Good child.
This is the Shepherd, him who sell off, just like umesikia. Amesema yote. Please, if you can listen to her and do what she has said, I'm a happy person.
The pleasure is all yours.
Yes. Exactly. Okay, so welcome guys, we are here and we want to do it. I'm trying to compose myself to be seriously moderator. Hiyo kitu, you know that, I don't know what it is, but I'll try. English at me sometimes Kiingereza inaniachaga. Iko tu tunangangana tuna maisha. Anyway, like we always say, the virus is all about ensuring that all the marriages run. And even if you say it's a scam, we believe we have to navigate through scam. There is nothing good as marriage. And that is it. Anyway, if it was not good, we couldn't have been there.
Yes.
And that is it.
Totally.
So guys, and that's why we tell you guys, it's real and it's candid. Be with us and join us as we go through this.
Yes.
A few of the normal questions you guys decided to ask in our JAR videos, and we decided you want to do them alone. We will do them with couples, with our sisters, answer them. And with that, guys, done. You can keep it as raw as possible, as candid as possible. Na demo hujia, dikoda program yogia, they don't know to be stocked in market.
It's okay. We
Holy Communion, not
we are
market.
going to share
Holy
our
Communion.
Yeah.
I hope you not believed he's a pastor.
He is not.
You guys have believed I'm a pastor's wife. Okay, I'm not shocked that you believed he's a pastor. I'm shocked that you think I'm a pastor's wife.
Wait.
No, I'm not a pastor's wife.
Guys, that was not part of the content.
Daughter, not wife.
Pastor.
Anamaanisha pastor, yani malisho. He's a shepherd muribi.
Yes.
Pastor. So I didn't know. So guys, away from that. So the whole essence is, I think I understand the shepherds. Allow me to say the muribis. The shepherds have been married for a longer time than us. And the Eve and Evans with the hyphen. With the hyphen?
Yes.
Eve.
Ants.
No.
Eve
hyphen ants. Wenye mnataka kudictatiwa. And kama as you are watching, if you see your YouTube hapo kuna button ya red, you have a problem. Click it to turn to gray.
Yes.
And I think now you are
By
going to
the
go.
way.
Now, answering your questions from marriage
before you say something, do you know ikiwa red inanyonya bundles mingi zaidi?
Yeah.
Hiyo akisimu hata kutaganya bwana. Yaani hawezi kutesa na uongo. Matiani hawezi tutesa na kutesa na uongo. Chagua moja. Yeye haitupumzishi na unatusumbua jana. So guys, now as we are trying to keep it as well as possible, the first thing I would like us to answer, and the reason as why we say marriage is a scam is, can you try to open up? What did you run after you got married? What did you run as compared to dating? You get it now? What have you run as compared to dating.
yeah.
Yes.
And as you say that, remember they never dated. So I'm
Yeah.
talking about you, the ones you
No,
dated.
no. They never got married the same day.
Yeah, that's
Unajua one of
3
my
days.
sisters alipeleka uka kwa Kisiani.
Hakurudi.
So that is for tuliambia bwanake kitu ya kwanza leta ile mahidi alienda nayo.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
So and that's what I was asking, because guys, if you read the book of Marriage Has Come, it's a research which has been done by couples which are married for as long as 50 years and
Yes.
others as long as early as 6 months and
Yes.
others
Yes.
during dating time.
Yes.
And that's why we are saying, what can you say about dating vis-a-vis marriage?
Okay, I would say that in so many chances, people tend to think that the chemistry, the spark that people have in dating time, that you can really know someone when you're dating. Like kuna mtu anasema mimi namjua kabisa, you will never, not unless you live with someone in the same house, and then you wake up and know that anamkaa mapua ikiangalia juu.
Guys, allow me to cut her for a short time.
Yeah.
First, how long did you date for?
2 days, 3 days.
Okay, now continue. Now continue.
2 days.
Na wewe mbona uliachilia mapua juu?
No, nataka amalize. I say my part.
Anamkaa saa zingine anamuuliza we moya bodo amekaa hivi mpaka unamuuliza uko uhali. Like I mean, unajua mkidate unakuja na ile impression ya kutaka kuplease mtu. But sasa kwa marriage you are as raw. Sitanyangi nywele mimi na kaanga hivyo. 24/7 utanipata na dera, sijavaa bra. Nini utanipata na kaa tu hivyo. So you only know your person. So ku date for long, si kusema utamjua. Get into marriage. That's when you realize your person. So dating, hata ukidate for how long, you will not know that person. Yes.
You know what I want to say here? When I get to understand your question, as I put dating or getting to know someone as the fake period.
A drama.
The fake period.
Yes,
Like kuna kakitu tu, maybe guys do this or ladies do this to make these things work. Now the real part of the togetherness inakamingi when now you sleep together, wake up together, spend the day together, sleep again. No, unajua pala kuna ile faking. You know, you cannot fake forever. When I was outside before you came in the house, I was like, I don't know so much. Now we already in the house. The originality ya ile kitu na real ya ile kitu unaanza sasa kuiona kwa macho. So I can say when I got to, she came in the house now. Unajua ya kwanza the 3-day thing, I ufikiri so many things. Let's say everything was fake. Now the original thing about us, ili come the day we spend the night, we woke up, spend the day and the night and again. Now that's when the real character
Comes out.
inaanza to come out. How do you tame this character? What was the first thing that you really wanted when you started out? That was the thing. Yani ushai meet, because when I met, we met, kuna ile kitu niko namwambia, we have to make this work. Okay? So, character vile zinaanza kujitokeza. No, since we never dated. Like we never like knew each other.
Anafanya hivi niko kwa marriage.
Like Sunday, Wednesday tuko pamoja. It's only a 3 days thing.
So now ulisoma na experience. Yes, continue.
I learned with my own experience.
The animal character ndio ikatoka. So hii character tulitame namna gani? Remember, to decide
we have
to make this work. But also I remember hiyo Sunday, the Monday, the next day we actually fasted. And that's something I really miss to remind people that. Ushaikuwa na ile, you meet on Sunday, then we are still Christians, we go to church, we're like, tomorrow we are not going to take anything. We're going to spend the entire day and we have the points.
For praying. Fasting for praying,
For this thing now.
Wait a minute. You fasted to pray for for the marriage.
Yes. Unajua mimi ni zile, this is the thing we've met, and I'm like, in my mind I know there's something. If we have to continue with this union, can we just try to
involve God?
Because already, kwa mind nikimwambia we need to pray for this thing, kuna ka decision we make. But my wife anaipiki ni kama sisi wote ni wase wa church, we pray together, people fast in the church. But now I had to give the points. I think we need to pray for this and this and this and this. If this decision has to get somewhere. lazima tuambie God tunataka kuinvolve here and here and here. And surprisingly the Monday evening ndio tuna get kwenda kwa altar.
So on Sunday you did go to church?
On Sunday tumepatana church.
Tumepatana church Sunday.
Tunapatana church Sunday. Monday ndio namwambia if whatever unajua tumemwomba namba na nini na usiku tumeongea vitu mob. Tunajua ni chat a lot. Sunday usiku kuongea vitu mob. So I'm like nika kuna kitu hapa. So if there is something
tuombe tu yani
let me just involve God something
because it's too fast.
Ndio usiku tuliongea the whole night na my messages.
So you both put it intentional for you to fast, both of you, like
and then tuliambia God like me I just want to take him as my husband from now on. Now we are going to fast for it. You bless it.
First day.
You know the thing is ushaona ile kitu venye na kupush you've been knowing her. It's not like team getting but atuongeangi.
Na ananionanga church.
Atujiongea like all this time nimekuwa kwa church for all those years. She's been there all those years singing in the church and everything. But me I know her as a singer in the church.
So you decided to sing at home.
So my view about marriage,
dating vis-a-vis
marriage. So mine I'll take as it's never the same. You know, this person, you know, like as for me, I know that even since tidy, but tidiness you just know outside and akunyanga tu kwa msafi. But when you go into the house, that house, you understand that tidiness yake ni atafanya vitu zingine, even the tiniest detail, he is into that detail. Wewe mwenyewe you are not used to that tidiness. Like umekuja unapata wewe ni msafi. Hata wewe imekupita. So you start learning those characters deeper. Now you have a choice to learn also, like chukule no ubaya, you're learning this person, so you take your time, like pole to understand your partner.
So hold on, he was cleaner than you imagined.
Hey my friend.
Wewe ulipata. Mimi nilikuwa nachuka chai na t-shirt. Okay, let's kuchoma.
Wewe ndio mimi sasa.
I'm trying to control myself.
Maybe that's it.
I don't want sufuria, nilikuwa decide itapika nini ya kwanza.
Mimi ananinunulianga vitu za kitchen, kesho anapata zinapanguza viatu huko.
Uwezi anza na ugali umalize na sukuma. Lazima uanze na sukuma.
Unaanza na chai alafu sukuma alafu ugali. Anyway, Ben, Fred from the country which is south of Belgium, and a bit north of South Africa. Whereas east of Ghana. From the lakeside. Yes.
The great lakeside. So now, me, what I would say about dating vis-a-vis marriage, in dating unapata there's a lot of secrets, a lot of fakeness. Because at that stage, kuna vile bado hamjajuana deeply, ndio kwa hiyo process ya kujuana and all that. But when it comes to marriage, like mshaoana, mmesettle down and everything, unapata pale sasa you more of soulmates. Na by the time unaitana soulmates, mshajuana deeply, mshajua huyu mtu characters zake and everything. So me I would say marriage is a beautiful thing. Because by then mshajuana, msha have your goals ziko clear. Whatever you want in life as a couple or as a family, mshazi set out, like ziko very clear. And where we go wrong as couples is communication. Let me just point out communication as a major factor when it comes to conflicts and everything. Communication, most couples don't know how to effectively communicate each other. We only assume that we are communicating, but ukiangalia vizuri utapata we are not like communicating effectively we were supposed to communicate. Unapata something like finances, which is a very, very sensitive.
I think you are coming to that. I think there is somewhere you talk about finances at a certain point. Let me come to this young girl here. The most beautiful girl south of Sahara, Popo. Yes, in the west of Indian Ocean, east of Kinshasa.
And
talk to us. Don't put t-shirt and majani chai.
Me at I was not even there. So you have so many scenes. So let me tell you something. Mine dating was different because when I met him, he was not my type. So it's like I was given newborn that I need to mold. Yeah, and that's what I did. But then there are things that he accepted and there are things that he's never accepted. The things that he's never accepted are the most annoying ones. Like when we were dating, if I told him I don't like this, yes. And I'm glad I changed him before we got married. Why? Because in marriage, I'm gonna kichwa.
Yeah.
So at that time,
sikuwa na kichwa those times.
I've said let me ban, allow me ban. Sasa after we got married, now when we were dating, I would tell him, but then this is wrong, and then he'll be like, oh, I'll change, and he'll try. But there are things that people don't change when dating, and when they get to married,
it becomes worse.
So when we go to marriage, I complain about the same thing that he said he'll change. The man tells me, nilizaliwa hivyo.
Nako amekwambia ukiwa single,
tukidate you are my everything.
Yes.
Why would you ignore the sink and wipe your hands with my curtains? Seriously, why?
And why would you grab the spoon and then
ako tu hapo, imagine mtu ako kwa simu yake scrolling, ako hivi.
Ameona mkono alafu anafanya lala.
Aja nawa, si amaliza chakula ameweka sahani kwa meza.
What do you wipe your hands with? A cloth.
We go to wash our hands. Like imagine, and you can't say anything. And you know, when you are married now, that's not something you say. So me as a person, I have to be smart.
Yeah.
Chakula kwa karibu kusha kwa sahani, I'm seated next to you.
Yeah.
Dude.
Shoo. Amka.
Tunala kwanza. Because now I have to be keen. Because I can't change him because he's used to it and he's settled.
Yeah.
And then you can't just go tell your mom, nilimwacha juu anajipanguza mikono na curtain. So the fact that his back has an issue, anytime ana drop kitu besheni kutoka juu. Besheni lazima irushwe this level.
Who told you I used to do that? Who told you I used to do that?
Now this one, I got so pissed off when I asked the mom, like,
my mom told you what?
Like, anakuanga hivyo.
She's 74 years old.
And so in this
I have
case,
experience of 74 years.
Now in this case, now I have to find a way to navigate marriage in the sense that the man I was dating is different from the man I'm married to, because now the man I'm married to is the real him. There's nothing I can do.
So he doesn't have
to navigate.
Yeah, he doesn't have any control behind those doors.
There's nothing.
Guys, it's becoming so hot, and I'm not allowing you to talk rust again. It's becoming so hot anyway, and like we have just told you guys, we are always blamed for things we don't know.
Now you need to tell people now.
And,
I was perfect in dating and
she was
marriage.
perfect, but just we can say like what we can conclude, dating is campaign. Let's continue. And as you know what's happening with the government, the promises and wherever the manifesto, that's where we are. Now to make it a bit more to understand this whole thing called marriage and dating, we are trying to work it on around 5 years after marriage. You know, the first 2 years is still continuation of the drama, analyzing the prey, who was the best actor, blah 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 blah. When the first kid comes now, that's when the reality now starts hitting in. You're talking about at least 5 years in marriage, and I think that one. Now the other thing, this one I want to start with the Eva and the Evans. Don't forget the hyphen. The question is, how do you handle in-laws and the relatives in marriage? Because those can be hell of people.
Yes, they can actually make your marriage to
What do you think? Let's start with Ben.
The matter of in-laws,
Yes.
And it's Evans.
Evans.
Oh, it's Evans. Oh, I said Eva.
Ben.
Oh, it's Evans. Yes.
There's a strategy I learned somewhere. Just do that thing called divide and rule. Kuna ule in-law mmoja mwenye nyinyi urai. That one in-law. Yes. There's always that one in-law mtasikizana more than the others. So you just make sure that this in-law umemeka close. Umemeka that close like ni beshte yako. So now every time kama kuna any issue, kama kuna something maybe inakuwa planned against you, you'll know. There's always someone who will have your back the other side, because I think that's how I deal with my
before I go to Eva, I can see the walker, who is Mrs. Shepherd. Lady, the walker. I can see the walker is burning. Yeah, it's consuming with wanting to say. How do you deal? And you see you from the mountain, from the ancient mountain, Kilima. What watu wa mulima?
Number one,
yes.
I always say marriage is between you and your spouse. Sometimes in-laws but the most in-laws are harsh. Kuna wenye ni harsh. Okay, kuna wangukia good in-laws. Kuna wenye ni harsh, kwanza the sisters, the brothers, or the mom-in-law. Or the mom-in-law also to us. You see? But what happens is this man that married me makes sure that I put his family in line for the wife. If one anajua sister zake hawampendi, anajua mom hampendi, anajua brother hampendi, it's his place to make sure and tell the family that this is the woman I chose. You got to respect her the way you respect me. So if you don't respect her, then we have a problem. And also myself, if kama kuna in-laws wanasumbua my husband, it is my place as the wife of my husband to protect my husband from my people. Because kuna mtu anaweza kuchukia na hakujui, an in-law will just hate you. Wako. So it is us, sisi wenye tumeoana, because this marriage is ours. Mama in-law hata yeye ni in-law place ingine. They forget that. Sisters zake hata wao wataolewa mama wameolewa place ingine. So it is my husband's job to make sure that the wife is respected, and me, it is my job to make sure that my husband is respected.
Yes. Well, I think because I know she'll talk a lot, I want her to start before I go to the shepherd himself, so that she can have a limit. Mwana. Mwana means babe. So you just have to put it in the mountain language. Baby, what do you think about in-laws?
Okay, I always say this. My in-laws do not know me. Every information they have of me, it's either a false judgment or something mtoto aliwaambia. So
mtoto ni mimi. Don't say mtoto wao.
The day that this man will go and tell his family my bad side, they will hate me automatically. And there's nothing I can do about that.
There's nothing you can do.
It's not my place to handle in-laws. Me, I'm not gonna be handling in-laws. Why am I handling them? I'm not. My job is to make sure my family sees him in a light that I am okay with for them to relate the best. But my job is not with his family. What am I doing? If I go there, najipendekeza. If I don't care, go there, I should do If whatever I do is wrong. So it's up to him to make things right for me.
Mr. Shepherd,
Yes.
the shepherd himself. Yes. What do you think about this issue of in-laws?
I think you've chosen the best people who have chosen the best words when it comes to in-laws, because how I see it, ni the same way munasema. I can just stress too on that. If there is a problem with my in-laws when it comes to her, it's my problem, because it is me who has failed to play my part. Because she's coming home, ajui wase home. Ajui anything, ajui nani anakuanga aje ama anakuanga aje. So I think it's always my duty first on my side. Kukua nimejua, this is what I've decided and this is not changing. So whatever you auntie, ama we kuzo, ama we sis, unafikiria kwa mind yako. Okay? Hii ni decision yangu. So by the time I come home, whatever she's accorded, nafaa kuwa nimei before. Because me as a family guy, kwa hii in-law kwake, mi ndio najuanga auntie anakuanga hivi, uncle anakuanga hivi, kuzo anakuanga hivi. So before na tuende pale waanze kuchemka ama kuleta the in-law thing, nishawaambia na ujue. When it comes to her part, I don't know anything about them. So if there is something that is going to come from the in-laws, it's on her. It's on her. It's on her. I can only become the best partner for her, and now just expect the best now from the in-laws.
So it's your couple. It's only your person who can protect you from the in-laws.
Even. What do you think? Because I know, for example, I would say before you got married to her, this is a real story. Some of my sisters had started talking to my ex.
Started talking.
So kusema started talking.
Some
Even
of
receiving
my sisters
gifts.
started receiving gifts and talking to my ex, so that my ex can come home. You get the point now?
Kind of brave thing.
No, they want the ex, not her. You get? So that's what I'm asking. Yeah. What is your view about the whole issue about? Because one thing you know that you are not born in that family.
Yeah.
You just came to that family when the family was mature, and when you are mature.
Yeah.
In short, you are the external element in that family.
Yeah.
What do you think, and how do you handle these people we call in-laws?
Myself.
And remember, you are the role.
Yeah. For them, I don't have any control over them receiving the gifts and
Yes.
welcoming whoever they want to welcome. Mimi si wao nilipenda. Me have the man and being that he set the table straight, like it's even I want to be with. Yeye ndio nilipenda gifts mnapata. If I want, it's if I want. Whatever situation you are into ama mnipendi, me hainihusu, by the way. Hainihusu. You have all the right to kunichukia for your own reasons. But being that he is a man I love and I show the respect, and you guys also understand well that it's Evans and Anjagua, you can't change him in any way. Yeah.
So I think, guys, we can conclude and say that when it comes to the issue of in-laws, the person who is coming to the in-laws now, that's now, if it's in my case, my wife is coming to my family. My wife knows nothing about my family.
Yeah.
It's the way I'll do the introduction for her in my family. It's me who will give the picture to my family.
You make
As
it
a
easy for
power.
me.
Picture.
For your marriage,
Yes.
you make it easy.
The way I'll take her picture. And I think that is one of the areas you have to realize that if every time you have a problem you report to your parents, remember it's your husband or your wife's image you are destroying now.
True.
That's why you are creating the biggest boundaries. You are empowering the in-laws against your spouse. I think that's one thing you can conclude and say that there is no good sister in-laws. Let's continue, guys. Don't ask me why you don't have a sister. So, guys,
But I don't have, I only have one big brother.
the next one is a bit the next one is a bit tricky because Evans had tried to talk about finances, but I just want us to talk about the same thing in Rose, but now we talk about in terms of black tax. Black tax is somewhere people feel like they owe you something.
I know.
That's what you are calling the
Yeah,
black
your
tax.
people, your family.
Your people, until you get a scenario where you feel like one side of your family is asking more than the other side.
I know.
You get how now do you handle that? Let me start with the shepherd himself.
My friend.
Hiyo kwanza imeitaniwa duru. Hizi ndizo duru za kuaminika.
You know, I don't know why someone will get to a point whereby anafeel ni kama ana kuown wewe just because you are the part of the family and feel like they really need to dictate how you will disown the person like you want to spend the rest of your life with. For example, one of the greatest lines that I've always said is like, I made a choice to be with her, and come what may, my part actually, my line is, between my mom, my children, and everybody, my sisters, my in-laws, my cousins, my wife comes first. Me, that's a line I push. It's a line. Most of the time I say it, then napatanga men wakiniambia wewe hujui unasema nini. But I think to me, my mom has played her part in bringing me up to a point whereby I decided to become a husband to someone. She has played her part and I respect her and I love my mom for that. Okay? My sister is there thinking that the big brother need to look at me as like a small sister maybe before seeing another sister. Okay?
Yeah.
But my decisions are simple. My sister is not my responsibility yangu. My cousin is not my responsibility. Actually, out of my entire in-laws, the only person who is my responsibility is my wife.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because this is the person I want to start a life.
Yeah.
Na ni push mbele.
I want you to repeat that statement. Put it in bold, italics, and a line. Tahoma font.
As a header.
As a header. Yes, repeat that statement again.
Like, that's how I see it. Okay? Why do we really fight? It's because we've grown in a situation whereby people say, between my wife and my mom comes first. And the question in you spread around, Nilo usema, you cannot replace a mom, a mother.
Yeah.
True, and I have no problem with that.
Yes.
But I also tell people, the person I'm bringing in to you in-laws will be the mother to my kids.
Yeah.
So I also can't replace
The
my
mother-
kids.
mother. My kids.
Hapo kuna watoi sasa wangu. Hapo sini my mother. My mother is my grandfather, my grandmother's child.
Yeah.
And my mother was the first to my father. You get?
Yeah.
This girl that I'm bringing to you, my in-laws, is first now to me, just like mom was first to my father.
Yeah.
And the kids that I'll get with this girl becomes my first. Okay? So if I can't replace my mom, sawa, but I also can't replace
Your
my
kids. Mother.
kids' mother.
Yes.
You get?
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yes.
And that's why to
Are you
me,
learning something here?
Indeed.
to me, my wife comes first. My kids comes second. My mom comes third. Tufuatanga line weekend.
Tuko na shida sijasikia mefadha.
Nimelewa na single mom. That's why. Nimelewa na single mom.
It's coming out clearly.
Well, so
I want you
that
to talk about
us. Yes.
the question about the in-laws has been brought up very well, and that's why now I'm coming to you to expound more on the financial aspect. You may realize that one side of the family requires more than the other.
Yeah.
How do you balance that?
But it's true.
That's true.
Okay.
Some families need more than the others.
Yes.
My family
Like now,
versus his family.
Like now, my family is well up
Yes.
totally. See your babe. My family is well up totally. Then yeye amelewa na single mother. Mwenye we take care of her. She's our responsibility. That means financially she needs us more than my parents will need us. So there's no way tunaweza sema ukituma huku 5k unatuma huku 5k.
And that's the point I was trying to get to catch to get it
No,
exact.
you just be realistic.
Yeah.
Like there's this one parent who is vulnerable.
Yeah.
Help her more than my own parent because they are able.
Yeah.
But kama wote wako vulnerable wote, then you
Let's
equally
balance them out.
equally balance them.
Yeah.
But sasa my mom-in-law, we pay her rent or it was all, we give her everything. Like my husband will do more there and I don't have a problem because I know my parents will take care of themselves and they are able.
And I think I like it
Can
more
I-
because I like it more because you are talking of your mother-in-law.
Yes.
You see, it could have been different
If you
if he's the one who is talking of his mother. But now you see, you're the one who is giving the testimony of your mother-in-law. You see,
Yeah,
you're
but
not
I
talking
think-
of the advantage of,
yeah.
You're not talking of the advantage of familia ndiye anasema familia yake inahitaji zaidi. You are getting now.
Yeah.
It's coming
But
out
I
very
think,
clearly.
We'll explain
The-
that.
The issue of jealousy is, I like the way you're explaining it.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who tend to kupeana sifa za saidi yao.
Yeah.
Mama good anapedaga mingi, you get it. But I don't like it as the person who is married in that family understands the other family.
Yes,
Yeah.
better.
exactly. That's
I'm
what I
saying.
meant. Yes.
So Mana, I can
It's
see
about
you are
me-
right.
What I always say, okay, for us, our parents, we don't sort beans, natural beans. For us, it's more like they have food. Watu kuna mali wanatoa chakula. We are not paying school fees. We are not doing like the usual things, electricity and water. No, but we tend to have, since we got married, it's like we've been solving arising issues. Let me tell you something. If that phone is coming from my parents, and it never comes to me, by the way, it always comes to him.
Same here.
If that phone is coming from my parents,
I know there must be 5 zeros. 5
5
zeros
zeros.
plus.
yeah. But if that phone is coming from his parents, it's
You're
not.
manageable.
And now you know what that has taught me. If it's coming from his parents, it's an emergency. We are sorting it right now. We are finishing it because their needs are not something that we should plan, postpone, or do anything. And now I tend to tell myself there are things I'll have to pick myself. Like for example, wazazi mbona walime, we pay for that. Mbona wafanye hii, we do this. Do they have any that one? Like we rush to pick every problem because I know we don't nearly do as much as appreciation for the fact that he raised him to be the man that he is.
Yeah.
For my parents, they are well off. Meaning, let me tell you something. Matajiri wanakuanga na shida kubwa kubwa. So the day atapiga simu, just know it's
Maana
love.
gari imeisha miguu yote na haina petrol. So
What?
that you need to solve that. You know, you need hiyo haina. Unajua kuna fraud fulani iko na
So,
mbona mara na mau.
we wait for calls and then we talk about it and then we sort it. But there's no day I will solve an issue in any home without his
Without him
knowledge.
knowing.
Yeah.
And there's no day he will sort an issue in any home
Yeah.
without my knowledge.
Yes.
Sure.
It's a teamwork.
Yes.
Because remember, the money that the in-laws are asking comes from this family money.
Yes.
So this family needs to be aware of the
Yes.
meaning.
Yes.
Now let's go to sisters.
Yes.
Sisters can have the bad manners of they're calling their brother for money.
Yes.
You know, I love it when they do that because they don't know that I am aware.
Yes.
So we tend to sit down and discuss, are we doing it or not? My brother has called me. Are we doing it or not? We are not going to, no secrets. But now there are people who feel entitled. Like
it's a must, my brother should do this. Yeah.
me, I've seen people even not even immediate family feel so entitled that mbona siwasaidi. But in their head they forget that.
Yeah.
Okay, I wish in-laws would understand this. You've built your life.
Yeah.
Whichever level you've built
Yeah.
it. We are trying to build ours in a different level. We had dreams when we met. We had things we wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
So don't plan for my money. Ukinipata na milioni moja hapa na hesabu na uko na shida ya njaa, ni mimi nichague kana kupea nani, because this million could be deni ya mtu naweza fungwa juu yake. So I have to
Uko nayo?
So I feel like the problem with black tax does not come from the couples. It comes from the virtue that outsiders are entitled with your money. And if you're not strong enough to realize that you are a team when it comes to finances, your marriage will have financial issues.
If the only woman who talked with the snake.
Can you first
Oh my god. I really get crucified because of that.
Yes, please talk to us. Tara. So what do you think the issue of in-laws and
In-laws.
yes.
Myself, I don't have a lot of battles to fight about in-laws. But as for me, since I have like sisters, sisi familia yetu bado ni ile tuko ndo baadhi yako 40s. So it's still ndogo. So you'll get that I'm the firstborn. So my mom will call me for.
Oh, you're the deputy parent. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So the first prophet, and my mom is 40s also.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you'll get that my mom is passing this to me, like I'm supposed to be really pay for something for my sister. I won't prioritize that. I'll first deal with the problems I'm having in my house. And we really fought about that with my mom, like for real. And I prioritize like Sadia Evans, but it's true. I'm building this home. Mom, I don't want to work.
It's your responsibility.
Yeah,
it's not
not
mine.
but I'm also building something here. So if I give you what I'm having for her, like najinyima behind me. Yeah, so I still prioritize my baby than my parents.
I think this goes out to all parents. Let me first say one thing.
I wanted Evans to say something so that Evans can conclude.
I think this all goes to parents out there who are giving birth to many children.
Yeah.
Ati ndio wawasaidie. This generation we are not
Wacha
helping.
sikoi back in Yasampia shule. Brother wote.
Yeah.
I'd like Evans to conclude for that issue about the in-laws as well as the black tax.
Me what I would say is that when it comes to in-laws and financial matters, I think si mbaya kusaidia, but on need basis, like depending na circumstances ni gani, circumstances gani. Sio ile ati taking advantage of you, like it's a must that lazima usaidie kwa wetu and all that, you have our girl and everything. So me circumstances.
So I think guys, there's something which is coming out very clear here, and I'd like to just conclude it in three points. If you have a car, the co-pilot seat belongs to your wife. If your mother owns the co-pilot seat, enda gari ya baba yake. So that's one. That is the gari ya bwana yake, because your wife comes first. The other point comes in is that everything you have in your family, it's you and your husband. Period. Decisions and the money, it's you. And then the moment you grew up and you started earning, it became you and your wife's money. If you don't want to share that money, throw the wife or throw the husband, so that you can remain with the money. Choose one. And then it's not every, sorry to say, let me put it, it's not every dog which barks there which needs to be fed. Which has to be fed. I think that's enough. You cannot be Jesus to solve all the financial problems. And I think
And you know when you're poor, they laugh at you.
Exactly.
And you become the talk of the town.
Yes.
The day you run poor, everybody will be there laughing at you. None of them alikuwa anajifanya in the rest. So guys, I think it's becoming hot and it's becoming so candid. And these some of the things guys you have been asking to us, we decided some of these things tunajibu. Mnaona kama tunajifanya tumewaletea washauri msikie bwana, hata nyinyi. You are praying, unacheza, you are praying. So you asked for us to bring people. Who am I airplane? Niende odege. So anyway, so as we are winding up, there is another big issue which here comes in. When people get married, during dating and people get married, there are other factors which forces these people to separate or bring a conflict. One of the issues is religion. Probably, I'm going to a Pentecostal church and you're going to a ministry church. And then when you get married, the issue comes into other people. That's one. The other issue comes in with your lifestyle, your culture. Kwetu tunafanyanga hivi. Then when we get married, for example, as we have a family meeting on every 26th of December. And then I realize kwani mnakuaga na family meeting probably every 26th or ama mnaendaga gishagi ama mnaendaga wherever you get. Then when you get married, you don't want to change because we have been having meeting for high school.
Yes.
How do you handle such? And this advice goes to those who are dating and those who are in first year, second year in marriage. This one I tried to start with the walker, Nyagobia. Nyagobia means walker, yeah.
It matters religion, but it's not a joke.
Yes.
Unasikia watu wakiambiwa make sure that you married from the same religion because of conflict. But most of us women, we are forced. We are forced to accept the man's religion. We are forced that kwenyu mnapatana as 26, kwetu 26, so we have to compromise our own to get to yours. But do you know why? Because you're told, when I got married, I left my
home.
Parents, I left my home to go to my husband's.
Yeah.
So I became my husband's
But
family.
the Bible says otherwise. A man will leave the home.
I know everything.
They leave their home, but tunaambia kwa wewe mimi natokanga naenda kwa kina wazazi na kuwa mtoto wa hao. But huyu hatokangi kwao anakuja kwetu kuwa mtoto. The lady ndio unaambiangwa sana umetoka sasa umekuwa familia ya wale. Umeona? So I think you just have kama ni religion as a woman, you have to flex to your man's. Unaona? Ama you sit down and agree, both of you. You agree. Unataka kwenda huku na mimi nataka huku. You're comfortable with this or now. You just settle. You can go separate. You can also do that. It is possible.
Yeah, I've
people
seen people
do that. Yes.
Yeah.
Or if actually even my husband can shift to mine. We just discuss about it.
You know what I think, if I can add on that,
Yes.
when you look at the religion thing, I think just people are so clinging to their belief so much. For example, I believe in one God. So if you're a Catholic and a Protestant or in a certain way, to me personally, how I know about God, I can go to any church. For example, if I don't want to leave my religion, I think I can tell my wife, why don't we, per month we have 4 Sundays. Why can't we, in 2 Sundays, we go to your place, in 2 Sundays, go to, at the end of it all, maybe matters belief is very deep. I'm a Protestant. My wife is a Catholic, like deep Catholic. Unajua? So unatry kumwambia hapana, unajua lazima ufollow yangu. So sometimes pia unakalika unajipenda. Why don't you flex? Because if this one God who's spoken about in Catholic, the same God you speak in a church, why don't you balance it out? You want to go to church, nitaenda church ya Catholic. To mimi naionanga hivyo. I'll go to the church you go for 2 weeks, and 2 weeks we go to this. Because when you also decide, one of you and a different church. When the kids come in,
And that's what I was coming to. That's what I was coming to now. Yes.
when the kids come in, mta decide watu watakuwa wapi. Okay? Because when I am very flexible with that, it means that if my kids if she needs another Catholic, mini Protestant, na belief yake watoi wanaenda kwenye mama anaenda, si ndio? Na ameambiwa unajua sasa watoto hawezi funguliwa kitu fulani kama baba yuko. You know, that's how our religion is. I'm very flexible to go to Catholic, support my wife and my children kwa hiyo belief, without necessarily putting so many barriers, because if there is one thing that is trying to divide also
The family.
people, families,
the church.
it is the belief.
And guys, I think this is the first YouTube channel you have had that question about church. Yes.
Manze, wana complicate hii kitu yote. Where I think it can be very flexible. I believe the God you preach there and the God you preach there is one.
If what do you
Religion
think?
is not a competition. You have freedom to worship. Sisi wote tunaambiwa Mungu ni mmoja. So what makes it ati different? Ngine kwa kadho ati Mungu wao ni different. Ngine kwa PCA church wao ni different. Doesn't make any sense, but me I'm open to any religion. I don't mind that he bebango kwa hii church. In fact, he's the one who joined me to Catholic when I was in Catholic. I didn't have to follow like his church. No, he came to my church. Yeah, si lazima iko chingwa na nafuta bwana.
Evans, what do you think? Kama sisi ni wale wa Yohana na kuedea maji kwa
Ndio sasa. Mimi mambo na religion sidhani kama okay. Naongea about sasa sisi.
Yeah.
It's never been a big issue or a big deal because our faith or whatever we believe in. Kwewe ni Catholic, you are a Muslim, you are a what. We don't have that. Hatuna any issue regarding that. Yeah. So me, religion.
We are more into spiritual limb than being to the like those religion.
Before Shepherd comes in, what's your view?
Wow, religion. Am I the first person who is going to say that it was a big issue?
It is a big issue.
Let me tell you something. I'll never forgive that woman when I'm 7 months pregnant. Alafu nimeingia kwa kanisa yake at random because I'm looking for a church to start going in. Akaniambia simama na miguu zimefura. I'll never forgive her. So for us when we got married, for us when we got married, I was going to my dad's church before that. Naturally, I have to join him in his church. I joined PCA. Now for us, this was the problem. I am a very active person in church. Like for me, serving in church is everything. And he's also a very active person in church. Now, for us, religion may not be a problem because I joined this church and then I'm like, I love Sunday school, I love praise and worship. So that's what I went to his church and started doing. But his church never accepted me. Now, they don't accept me. But for me to sacrifice salvation for the sake of the church was hard. And they were not even treating him that good also. But he was just comfortable by the virtue of, I grew up in this church. So, but for me, I'm in this space whereby you guys are, first of all, remember I'm a Kisi. Nisha struggle to accept you on a tribe by getting married to a Kikuyu. Now I go to PCA, I'm struggling to be accepted by a church peer. It's really hard.
Very bad.
So for me, I told him I can't do it. I actually talked to him and nikamwambia I can't do it. Now this is where the divide came in. Unajua alianza kuenda church yao Ushago, ananiacha Nairobi nikiwa na mimba. Then this man, Kai Jesus.
What's wrong with that man?
Because for him he's also looking for the same thing I'm looking for. By the communication in marriage,
Communication.
Whatever he was looking for is the same thing I'm looking for. But he doesn't know anywhere else to get it. Yeah, naona tu ni pale tu naweza ipata. Na mimi pia sijui anywhere else I can get it. Mimi hata mimi naitafuta. Mimi sasa nimeanza kurandaranda kanisa zote. Niliingia ya PCA, nikatoka nikaingia nyingine. Ya PCA nilitoka kwa sababu the candles they were burning. And I was pregnant. They were making me nauseous. So nikatoka. Nikaingia kwa the next one after that. Literally walking from church to church. You can imagine the desperation. When I got to another woman here akaniambia simama, and I was nikapenda praise yao, but then now my legs are swollen. I can't stand. Na nanifo, wewe bado hujachoka simama. I walked out. I went. Let me tell you something. On Wednesday nikinunua viazi, pastor mwingine akaniinvite kwa church yake. I came and I told him, please just take me to this one today. Next Sunday I take you to any other. Tulienda church saa 6 after me kulia na kumbeg the whole morning. But tulifika church saa 6. Do you know tulifit in? By the way we fitted in so well. And then I came, but that was the beginning of now ourselves. Now each of us was serving. We were doing well in church. Everyone alikuwa na department yake. And it was good. But only because I communicated. And until today, I always say that when it comes to religion, we may be in sync, but the church is not accepting us.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Yes. Shepherd,
Yes.
you wanted to say something.
You know, that's a whole different issue because when you're talking, I picked the Christian Muslim thing.
Yeah.
I just picked the line, and I was like, it might not be a problem, just like you're saying, to me and my wife. But now we bring this other thing, and I think this is why we are like tuko hapa, so that we let these people know the biggest church, according to me, is my heart. Okay, and the God that we claim, whether I call him Allah, I call him Gai, I call him Mwadhani, whoever way, is one. I wish we can get to that level whereby I look at you and I don't see you as a Catholic. I see you as someone who knows there is God and worships God in a certain way.
Yeah.
Why am I saying so? So that if someone is a Muslim, like my wife akue ni Mkristo, amepata na mimi ni Muslimi, si ndio? Akikam tunaweza kaa down na msikiza, because at the end of it all they believe
It's the same.
pale juu, hapa katikati ndio kwa na kashida kadogo. I believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus, I believe in Muhammad, I believe in this and I believe in this. We do this and we do that. But at the end of it all, the biggest goal is God. If only we can get to that level, I think it will be so.
I think the whole thing, I can start as a student of theology and somebody with a foundation in theology. I can say that one thing is that religion is the opium of masses. Religion have killed nations, and religion has killed a lot of kingdoms. And the religion has killed a lot of families.
Yes.
One thing I say, once you get married, first go to the church where you feel comfortable. Around the time you'll be able to settle in somewhere. As your marriage grows, you realize what you need most and where you fit better and what you can do so much. Because like we started by saying that dating is a drama and dating is more of campaign during politics. You may be very good in church, but you are doing that so that you can be attracted to me. But once we get married, it may not continue. But I have to learn, I learn it not from my girlfriend now, but now from my wife. So I think it will be easier, we give it time, it will be easier to settle in and know exactly what we want. And then you see, the other point of religion is only that it's just a belief in a supernatural being. If the religion you go in or the church you go in doesn't value humanity, and it doesn't value the betterment of the human life, then that's just another shakahora. That's what I believe in. Whatever you believe in, if you believe in Muhammad, if you believe in Buddhism, if you believe in Christianity, it's only that as long as that religion is good for the humanity side, that's all. That's all what we need. If as long as it respects your family side, the humanity side, you are good to go. And guys, I think I would like us to reach at that point for today. I think that was very hot.
A hot set.
That was a hot one.
Points after points.
I think that was a very hot one. So guys, we have a lot of other things we have not been able to ask because we have a lot of questions we have, guys. In the next video or in another video, guys, we'll organize another one for you with either the same couple, other couples. We plan to give you as raw as it is, as good as it is, so that all of us can be able to build better marriages. Remember to purchase the book Marriages As Come Love, the Original You, and the Young Magazine. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Wawerus, Instagram, The Wawerus, Kenya, Facebook, The Wawerus, TikTok, The Wawerus, I think so, TikTok. Okay, you can look for us, The Wawerus. Remember to subscribe. The Eve and Evans and Eve with a hyphen.
Eve Ants Ventures.
Oh, Eve Ants Ventures. That one. Yes.
So we are the Eve Ants Ventures, as we told you guys, and we are using that name on TikTok, Eve Ants Ventures, on YouTube, Eve Ants Ventures. You can go check our reels, check our videos. Yeah, utajibamba. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kindly.
We are the Shepherds family. Everywhere the Shepherds family. YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. Facebook, by the way, we are so active on Facebook than on TikTok. On TikTok tunatumia kila mtu zake, but Facebook and YouTube, the Shepherd's family.
Oh, good. Okay, so guys, so I'd like us to leave with a quote and just a question form. You see, Christians, they are during the lunch time and Muslims wamejifunga. Akina nani wanakula lunch? As you think of that, guys, until next time, the Christians wamejifunga wako on lunch, Muslims wamejifunga wako Ramadhan. Akina nani hawa wanakula lunch kwa hoteli?
Okay.
Guys, as we discuss, let's meet in the next video. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
We need to
Christians are fasting.
So I think that's okay. It was exact 56 minutes.
Ah.
Gadi?
That one.
Imeenda?